Communication is a necessary part of life, whether for social or business purposes. The use of technology in an organization can help individuals efficiently communicate in an organization. However, technology comes with both negative and positive contributions. Although technology can reduce the time it takes to communicate, it also reduces the face-to-face interactions. Email is a widely used form of communication and was one of the first forms of technology that organizations used to communicate. I can recall first using email in 2000 for a technology company I just started with. I was still trying to figure out how a fax machine transmitted the information, but found email to be efficient when I could not have a conversation with an individual at the time I needed to. I really used it so that I could document my thoughts before I lost them. The other popular technologies used for communicating are text messages, instant messenger, social media, and video conferencing. The advantages of technology are communicating with several different people at once, the speed at which the communication reaches the individuals, documentation of what was communicated, and that has come in handy recently. I had to do a timeline of a project that was behind, and I was able to go through my emails, my Outlook calendar, and consolidate the two to present a case to the team as to why the project was behind. The disadvantages of technology in an organization are less face-to-face conversations. Individuals using email, text messaging, and instant messaging avoid confrontation when an actual discussion should have taken place. I see this a lot of time in the organization when someone doesn't want to have to share bad news. They send it via email. That causes more disruption and drama than needed. The tone in the email, text message, or instant messages can be misinterpreted because of the non-existent verbal and nonverbal cues. When email first became popular, my friend had emailed me about something, and part of her email was a capitalized statement. I figured that she was yelling at me about something, and in reality, after I picked up the phone and called her, realized that she just wanted me to know that statement was very important. This also happens too many times in organizations, and the tone is perceived as something that it wasn't intended to be perceived as, but people do not pick up the phone to call, and so it gets angry, it causes more drama, and assumptions are made, and nobody even tries to figure out what the email really meant. Although recently the introduction of emojis help with the nonverbal cues in the tone of an email, the verbal is only going to be done for like face-to-face so that you can hear the tone, read the body language, but the smiley face emoji gets a lot of people out of trouble. A poorly written message could cause confusion. I do this more than I would like to when I receive an email on my phone during a meeting, when I should be paying attention to the meeting, but then the email catches my attention, and so I put my attention towards that and I'm distracted. Or in social settings, I do it a lot at my kids' basketball games. I'll see an email come in and I want to reply to it right away because I want my voice to be heard. And then sometimes I do not put enough thought into my response, and I send the email with half a thought, or it wasn't clearly communicated, and this causes major confusion. According to Shannon Webster, the sound of a new email being received and the tendency to check email frequently have led to distracted workers. A poorly written email can lead to confusion rather than clarity in the workplace. And I find that to be true more and more as I manage projects. You have to have at least a weekly one-on-one face-to-face meeting so that the body language can be picked up, the nonverbal and verbal cues, and you can clarify that people are meeting the expectations you are setting.